Hej, jak jako druhá mapa, mělo to začínat 8. Ani není 8, oni celou druhou mapu. Co to je? To je za skem, chlapi.
Fnatic still have enough to buy this time.
Yeah, pretty comfortably. A lockdown for Alpha, whether it's going to be used to clear out some space after noise is made or the full retakes, that's what we tend to see. Really one that you can push forward that defensive side with. For Vitality,
teď jsem doskinoval, chlapi, tak co se tady dělo, jak jako 14-12, to nebylo nějak clean. To nezní moc clean. 2-3 tady za defend. Co se děje? Co se děje, borci? Nazdar, legendární Fnatic jsou zpátky. Začali 18-30, kámo, měli začínat 10-8. No to první já se podívám potom zpětně. Proklikáme to, že to zpětně. Až vyhrajou 2-0. Co to je tohleto? Co to je? Ukáž? 5-5, retake. Mulíček je huge, ale půlku stihnem. Nice, má ještě něco? Nemají nic, ne? Nice, to je Fnatic win. Oh. Nice. Tady co, aimboter? Viděl jsem, že booster dává bombice, dává booster. Jsem to říkal, vole, že trénoval. Ukáž? Jednou vypnul? Stane se, bro. Stane se. Já viděl jsem tam vyhrál nějakou 1v3 nebo něco, 3 sheriff one tapy tam viděl jsem. Alpha je level do bombice. Dávají neskutečný, no jedem, nejlepší tým na světě. Hrdě nosím jejich klasik. Normálně. Nakonec to vypadá jak mini. Jakože Fnatic mini. Jedem, bejci, jedem. Zdravím YouTubísky, všechny TikTokísky, vole, Twitchísky. Všechny zdravím. No vy anti jako to si pohlídaj, ne, doufám. Ukáž se tapík nějakej. To je prostě ascent, kámo. Jediný, co tady změnilo za 25 let, že teďko hraju Cyphera místo Killjoy. Jinak to je prostě identický. Oj. Derke ho dal pod koberec, runner jako. Z mojí ligy mimochodem. Z Eastu. O, co mu dal Chronicle? 2 náboje. 2 náboje. Hele, Paťovo klasik. No, clean. Clean. BBL prohráli? Co ty zápasy předtím chat? Co předchozí zápasy?
There's a couple times now we've seen them just walk straight into the site, and previously in the round before there was a lockdown for Alpha, so playing retake makes perfect sense. This time there's
tohle to je banger, že?
Want to play close and take those fights, but I have to assume
tohle je bangoro. Co má za klávesku?
There's going to be more contention for short. They're going to be holding on to that control instead of just finding info and reacting.
Na vydali 2-0 lik, to jsem viděl, to je halu, zase bych nečekal, kam Enzo minus 55. No nic.
Vitality had something that I was interested in because I think Kicks bought an Odin to start with, but he has decided to be a bit more sensible on the attack side A-take. That said, you can spam heaven.
Yeah, I've seen you throw many games with your ideas of the Odin on attack.
And you've seen me win at least 2. So
Tak co tu máme? Jsem ti dal storíčko, ale jsem to, až bude pauza. Line na peak. Čau Davis. Line na peak je od Kaja. To je za zelenou nebo na heaven? Na heaven. Oh, byl nice shot.
And then just peeks off the back of it. Happy to just play with that man advantage, and especially when you consider the ults available. There isn't a whole lot of vitality right now.
Proč mám minutí z kamenů?
Could make all the difference.
Not even just in having the suppression, but being able to fight in the open, take those duels a little bit more.
Jedem. Naval na liquid. 5v4 retake, paranoia, paranoia na 3, ty blázne, co můžou dělat jako, co můžou dělat, paranoia na 3, come on, to bylo clean, s updraftem, nazdar. FNC!
Yeah, and this is the moment, exactly right, for Vitality to
To jsme NFC, no jak se jmenuje, FNC.
Again, with Ascent, normally have expectations of a strong defensive side from either team, so I don't think they're any way out of this map just yet, but not wanting to allow Fnatic to do exactly what they did on the last one and just sort of steamroll their way to a large victory in the first half, just put that extra pressure on, because that is the thing. Even though, like, you'll talk about the confidence of Salah and Vitality as a whole, there's always going to be that sort of mental block of, okay, we're up against the best team of last year. We have a point to prove. And I think that even in the last map, Vitality have already proven it. They are here to fight. They're here to battle with the best of the best. They've invested into this roster, and it has come through with dividends, but there's only 2 teams to go through here. Now, luckily, they can't play Fnatic at the ladder stage playoffs, which, if anything, I think is the bigger win.
Jaký CSK teďko jde do TSM? Kvert do CSM?
But the fact is,
ze Sinners?
still think that even going back up against Gentlemates.
To ten vyhrál život.
But the fact is,
Scrims dobrý.
At least existence without data, he's dangerous.
He's good. Yeah.
With data, well, that's when that team always came up. Just look at their match versus Apex the first time around and second. They had lost the first one, 3-0 the next one. Yeah. Sorry to bring that up.
I don't think you are, Tom, because you do bring it up a lot.
Time for a field test.
It's history.
It is.
Tak.
Can set up.
Much as I want to deny it. Vitality done well. 3 rounds the board, but Fnatic started to wake up. They've picked up.
Co má ten Alpha za knír jako mimochodem. Shogard. Takovýhle, jo.
For Vitality, organization, no stranger to
not bad.
sitting down on
Ale taky ho mám, mám lepší.
Some of these players, younger, untested. Maybe the jitters get to them.
Byl nahrazeného fraga, vím, no.
Free drone?
Říkám, že vyhrál.
I like the disrespect to the ultimate. That's all it's good for.
Denisku, ty máš tu hlavu křivou, ale mi tady někdo napsal už. Booster nejde o entry dal, ale do smoku, jo? Do smoku hlavu. Shogard. 5v4 retake, ale prostě 5v4 retake. Ty mají tak dobrý retake, ty Fnatic, kámo. Oni hodně jenom neprohráli ještě, ne? To bude to samý, čum. Nožík dobrý, jako. Možná, že to prohrajou kvůli nožíku. No, spíš ne. Vitality měli přestat chodit do Ačka, jako. Vitality měli přestat chodit do Ačka. Nebo? Jako mohl tady dát klip života. Mohl tam dát klip života, jako ne, že ne. Čau Andy, čus blázni, čau Drix, Virus. Kdo chcete pozdravit, bejci, kdo chcete pozdravit? Takhle ještě later, napište mi pozdrav. Čau Soniky, Davy, Alfanos, Normandy, Tomasi, ještě jednou Flato, Fedix, Sejsel, Kamil, Faktval, Virus, Daneček, Denisek, Vajtos, Hermináda, Nikloto, Simon, Vojtík, Erik, Močál, Miky, čus. Pernicek SK, Neon, Dave, Onas. Vítám vás na kamarádském streamu, aj Honzano. Čau Rosaval. A jo, vám pozdravím samozřejmě i YouTubeový chat. Čau Artix. Ahoj Axík, ale co se tady děje? 15-2, on má 15-2, říkal jsem, že si nebudu nic změnit, nebudu si nic změnit, říkal jsem, že si nebudu, kámo, viděli jste to? On dal pěstí. Říkal jsem, že se nebudu nic změnit, že Alfire bude hrát Vandala a tečku, že nebudu hrát Phantom a křížek. Ox.
And now you almost have to think of your vitality as like, well, at least the other rounds you were getting the spike down in an afterplant. I wonder if they almost...
To insta hlavy, to jsou prostě insta hlavy.
And the thing is, they've given Fnatic the...
Get him! He's complaining about the Odin.
Wooting. Artisanku Wooting.
That might be one of the best minds.
Vandal v ruce prostě.
It was beautiful. Maybe we'll see it again. Vitality 3 on the board.
Já mám low sensora, no. Low sense goated. Bude největší fanboy? Já, to je jasný, ale... Už jsem říkal, že mě sleduje na Instagramu Alfire. Jo, we are that close, ale můžu mu říkat Hussein. Čau, Toward.
Yep. They'll never see it coming, Tom. They'll never see it coming.
On the other side of things, Safe has taken a lot of damage. Run has taken a lot of damage. Oh, and by the way, they don't have many weapons, so...
Jen to si objednat jídlo, já jsem ještě nejedl. 0,680 DPI je low sense. Nejnižší na světě, kámo, třeba. Já Bowser si myslí, že má Phantoma, ale... Runner diffuje Derkeho, ale... Možná paranoju, aha. Tohle je možná... Tohle je losable retake, jako. S několik mají spaceu. Samsung sponsor pořadu. Tohle to prohraju, jako. Ty Fnatic, no. Bohužel. Nejsem dochtoj, ale jakoby jsem dochtoj. Nebo... Tam možná nejsem dochtoj. Jsem dochtoj. Bohužel. A toto ještě plně dojebali docela ty vitality. To měli tak insane afterplant. To měl jako insane afterplant. Tam byla Tekarzy, ne? Ten druhý tam zprava. Tam byl Cypherwire na shortu. Tam byla Cypherwire na shortu. A... ještě late tam byl Kajo. A anti Sova ultina. Eutonor, to je strašně vysoká senska, to napsal. Já mám 0,3, no, sorry, nebo já mám jakoby 0,15. Já mám 0,15, 16 DPI. Jo, Derek je... Čau Dominik. Derek je jako... Na tom ascentu by mohl trochu to... respektovat ty wallbangy. Kicks hraje jak já. Kicks hraje jak já. Koukal na moje mod reviews. To je dobrý play tohleto, ale co udělal Leo. Leo mega dobrý, kámo. Mechanicky, když se podíváš. No, extrémně dobrý mechanicky. Nula 11 hrajou. Nula 2 docela high sense, teda, že jo. 0-1, I guess. Možná se k tomu jednou dostanu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know,
In particular, would you
with an
say?
Odin, I don't know, you know.
Něco se objedná rychle jídlo nějaký.
Pick someone out.
Oh, you know, anyone really. I think everyone. That's the point. You know,
Okay.
you should be guarding that, protect the president. When you got the Odin out, your wall back.
To je pravda, no Sara, musí si dávat víc na čas, jakoby, když máš čím nižší sense máš, tím jakoby overall tě benefituje, když hraješ pomalejš, no. Ale co to je? To znám tuhle ty pistolky do shortu. Trochu jinačí, ale to je goated strata tohle. Co je tím smokem? Ještě běhač tady je. Ne, Alfire, kámo. Tak toho sobu neměl zabít ever. To byl insane kill. 21/5 má Alfire. A má Paťovo klasik, to nemůže prohrát. Slyšel toho Cypher na CT, ne? Jak se u toho tváří, hej. To je dobrý angle, tady vidíš, jestli krosuje. A plentí na upnu, to mám taky rád, vole, tohleto. God tier, čum, říkám celý život, plentit a holdice, skoro nikdo nevyužívá, to je tak broken, do piči.
It only works if you have the cleanest aim in history.
This is ridiculous.
He literally fakes it twice, no one peeks, is quick enough to react, letting go of the spike when he actually went to plant it, and then uses the knife as a fake.
To vidím, že skoro nikdo nedělá.
Second, his opponent is trying to shoot it. He shoots him in the face with a classic. That's what it takes for Fnatic to win their first pistol.
And here's the thing, you know, he just played on the reactions of a player. Because let me ask you, in that situation for Sender, his cam's destroyed, his trap's destroyed. Why does he give a damn if he's not? He doesn't. But you see it, you shoot it. That's the rule in Valorant. Your brain doesn't react as quickly as your hand does. And he's just used it there. He's fake flashed him almost. Just disgusting. And it's not like he didn't know he was already in the corner. He had that information. Crazy play. 8-5. Fnatic.
Čo, Adamos, to bylo hodně důležitý kolo, no. Hodně důležitý koleso. Jsou individuálně prostě tak strašně dobrý, no. Fnatic. Kodarky je hodně mimo, koukám na ten crosshair placement, to je takovej umytej. A línej úplně, čím úplně línej se podívat nahoru. Kodarky je hodně, ale salám. A to bylo dobrý. O! Čau, Skirik. O, no scope. No scope a 180 od Boostera. Booster Doctors. Nazdar.
Well, there was one for everybody on the orange side that time around. Fnatic able to find a team ace. Killing each player, an orb on each player. Nobody super close to popping anything game-changing, but the rifles that are in play and the economy that Fnatic have left puts them in a really good position.
To je za pauzu divnou. Dobrý. O, Jolbang za atak. Kdo to dělá? Alfire. Já jsem prostě, vole, number one fanboy, kámo. Fnatic playstylu.
I think for Fnatic, obviously it's wise. You don't just go rushing into a side. You've seen it from Vitality.
To taky bylo dobrý, Team Flash.
Fnatic, find it.
To byl taky dobrý. Arči si ho na skrmy než na první mapu. Bohužel prostě práce. Počkej, ten dostane hlavu. Ten mohl dostat dobrou hlavu jako ten Kicks. Nejvíc NPC flash to. I Safe házel úplně identický. To se všichni hází úplně identicky, no to je prostě ascent. A za ním je! Navolkovaný Darka prostě. The GOAT.
some serious work. Does have
Runner tady moc nedoběhá, podle mě.
from his teammates.
Runner doběhal.
But the plant isn't.
A tu je ten angle. Tu je ten angle.
Takes Durka.
Does well to find that they haven't stepped in the trip.
Ten je dobrý. Ten je dobrý. Měli hrát 8 no a prostě hráli od půl 7. Alpha Fryer.
Oh, he sees the tip of the bow. He wants to break that string, but instead it's
Co dostal?
Destry and swinging out to punish. He's trying
To vyhrál Fnatic, ale no. Jak máš tu Garden, to je mega OP podle mě. Co dělá?
Terrible time to take your knife out. A misclick surely, and a mistake even more surely. Chronicle, last man alive, 1 HP on Kicks, and it's done. It's saved at the last second by the last man alive.
Hezký nožík na Patagoda. Jaký dobrý angle, že ty Chronicle by the way?
I'm not sure I care to know. I want to forget about it.
You've just got to count yourself lucky that in every single clutch scenario you have Chronicle.
Trošku bych si promluvil o tom, jaký angle držel Chronicle v té 1v1. OK. Jako nenechal dropnout ani? Interesting. 13-5 nebo jak?
You always worry when a player gets a new contract.
Epic Vitality, by the way.
Take it easy now, not Alpha. Yeah. Not Alpha, no. Still at the top of the board, still carrying away. Goes, I get to do this for another 2 years.
Bomba na spawnu. Co to je? Chlapi.
Best signings we've ever seen.
A možná schválně, actually. Třeba položená jako na půl na spawnu.
10-5. Fnatic, as said, this is a map where in the past they've at least shown some vulnerabilities. Not quite like Lotus, where it was flawless every single time. Dirk already picking off.
Darkediv, co hraje za Vandal teďko na Vorby, takhle jo? A co hrál ten? Alpha Fryer? Ten hrál takovej ten Wukongovský, že? Ten nemám. Kámo.
They've taken Sander. Do they expect another? They do now. He's stepping around. He's firing back. He's hoping to pick someone off.
No nic, kupujeme Wukongovský jako. Nemám oprávnění, Barte. Podíváme se na první mapu, jakoby. Mě zajímá Lotus. Chat! Co má booster za angle? Co má booster za angle? Co má booster za angle? Kdo koukáte na TikTok, tak víte, vole. To je goated angle, ale přebíje tam teda není úplně goated. Ale je to nejlepší angle. O! Revealky neničíme. Ten si ukradl na TikTok? Ne, Booster kouká na můj TikTok. To je jasný, ne?
Well, Destrian's just going to go down to the spike again, make sure those orbs don't go over. But it is a very scary prospect now, because Fnatic are close on pretty much every single ultimate. And on the other side of things, it's the same.
Go Fnatic atak docela clean, či? Zatím ani si nepískli ty. Ani si nepískli Vitality.
Long stretch of rounds is going to go. Defensive side Ascent, there's a ton that you can do. But to be this consistent against what is almost inarguably the best team in the world, I would be beyond impressed.
Definitely now. The one that could be in the argument doesn't exist anymore, so...
Hey, new season, it's been a while.
It is,
Fnatic
sure.
washed.
But like, you've got to look at the fact that even the EG team was ripped to pieces, so... Anyone left is but yeah, I think that realistically they are the team to be. Every team
Nestranovou kariéra. Hele, nafarmil penízky, nafarmil. Vojta Šindlář, dobrý večer na YouTube, je to opravdový Vojta Šindlář. Zdravíme.
Which for a lot of these players they will not have met before. And they will not want to meet again, because he has just been destroying them. And the fact is, even when they've got close in some of these rounds, you've had Chronicle pull off a couple of ridiculous 1v.
Zdravíme.
It really is
Z Twitche.
for Vitality, but that's the thing. That's the good thing about the group stage. Number one, they get to go back and play a team they've already faced. Number two, if they make it to the playoffs, they don't have to play them again.
Here we go. Steps her.
Tam wallbangoval, tam nejde wallbangovat, bro. Huh? Ne, asi.
It could have been beautiful.
That's already.
Ona to zachránilo reálně, ale hraje Odin za atak prostě. B main s Odinem, to je prostě nádherný.
They could have pretty much everything in this round. You can see the re-aggression coming through from Vitality, leaving Runner in an aggressive position. One that's been religiously checked by Fnatic if they go back in this direction.
Alfa kvadra na mydlisku. Jo, viděl jsem to, to jsem byl.
So Leo's insane.
Co máme?
I love him. He's bought an Odin.
Co to je za smoke? Mu padl one way. Destrer nemůže jít one way ani tady, tak to je hezký.
He is tagged up and it would be even worse.
Bych měl nervs. Kámo, zase ho vyvolkoval. Protože byl špatný ten smoke, chápeš? Destrer umřel, tak ten smoke byl špatný. Legit prohráli jenom na to. Kdo tady psal, že Derke mu to nestřílí? Nic, dneska si dáme tu ten skin. Dneska si dáme tu ten skin, protože ten druhý nemám. Ten Alf... A mu to sebral! A proč mu nedal ace? Proč mu nedal ace?
But it was with an Odin, so I commend it. Well done. Well done. Add to the stats.
Durka just... That's the thing. He's had a relatively quiet game for Durka standard so far.
Certainly not one.
Dvakrát tady byl ukradený ace. Ale jsou dobrý shoty, to jsou prostě first bullet headshoty. Tohle jsou prostě to, jak bys nedávat každý kill, jinak se vypnu. Co řekl?
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Unlucky, man. I mean,
he was definitely speaking Swedish.
Yes.
You just don't understand what that means.
I think he was talking about plucking them apart.
To neřekl, Jenny.
And they've certainly been doing that. Each strategy Vitality have looked to deploy has been met with not the best of results thus far. Fnatic now have 7 chances to close out this map, and if you're holding.
Co tady se děje? Defaultí kolem B mainu.
It's probably not going to go too well, but maybe they can get a few more rounds.
Zase co má s hlavou? Nemá vlasy, no, bohužel. Ne. Runner bude běhat nebo ne? Spíš ne. On tady píkuje Runner.
Almost the kill onto Sender in the backlines. Even still, they've managed to recover, fall back.
Mít o jeden víc, tak je hotovo.
Durka go kill still exists for a round.
Man, Kicks is fuming that he's mid with a fake.
Čau, Ruky.
This is a lockdown fake. They've thrown it in, but they're actually going up mid. It will clear the side. He's in the right position. Again, I don't really know how some of these players are alive. And Chronicle peeks into the other and still survives.
Yeah, I mean they had flashed before, but the time to go swinging.
A je mrtvej, koukej. Vas. Geometrie, nevadí. 2v2. Booster žije, Alfire žije. Nejde prohrát, nemají spely, ale nejde prohrát. Booster timing! Booster Doubters. 2 tam vylískal prostě. Nice. Nice. Jakože hezký. Nice. Nejsem na Lotus. Kdy hraju Fnatic znova, až za dlouho, že? Tohle byla jediná hra, jakoby. Či? Lotus byl lepší, Lotus byl určitě vyrovnanější, ne? Lepší Valorant, to prostě Ascent to moc nevymyslíš, no. Tak. Ukáž Lotusek. Objednám nějakou chalku rychle ještě, než na to půjdem. GG's, bejci, GG's. Už se hrálo dřív, jo, prostě 18:30. Co si objednáme, chlapí, dneska? Rozhovor? Jdeme rozhovor.
And himself, Boaster, congratulations. Little closer on the first map, right? But you know, you brought it home there in the second one.
Jak tam pískaj, ne? On vypadá zase mladší, on se vypadá mladší, jak má dlouhý vlasy. Čím delší vlasy má, tím vypadá mladší. To bude na YouTube. I ten Lotus můžeme na YouTube zpětně.
I'm a humble winner, so all I do is stick to my protocols.
Je mu 30, no, by the way. Co říkal? I'm Labs grind říkal.
However, if we play them next, maybe I can flame them before the game, if they're doing that. So
that's all right. You'll save it for later. Why not? It's a long season. Now, Boaster, obviously last year, you know, you were the team to beat. You're going to be expected to be that team again this year. Is that chip on your shoulder bothering you at all, or you don't even notice anymore?
Honestly, last year was just a learning curve for us. This year we're going for all three. So that's
pro všechny tři jdem.
Especially on the Lotus, but once we got comfortable, Ascent is actually looking quite strong for us somehow.
Mají dobrý ten merch.
I'm happy that it happened today, the mistakes, because it was something that was in the back of my head. Like, I think there's something wrong with our defense, and I think now I can get cooking with Elmer and
mistakes,
and we can start fixing that up.
Right, so people will be eating soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait, can't wait. Now, one more question for you. Obviously, last year, there weren't so many teams which really pushed you to the limit. You were able to play your game. You were able to, you know, just play your agents. Didn't have to play around much. With the shifting meta, did you guys feel compelled heading into your match today to maybe show us something a little out there, a little more creative?
I was asking the coach to play Deadlock.
Rankedy za 30?
Not for me, but we have done some tests.
Dáme mini určitě. Ahoj, Lucko.
Other teams are cooking, so we did try it. So you'll just have to wait and see what we have been cooking.
Objednávám chalku, ale...
First things first, I've been playing this game since it's been out. And
Já taky.
Like, it's just about protocols and playing together. And like, that's the macro. You know, teams, they change up their comps, they go cheesy comps, and they lose the macro. They're all over the place. One VOD review, they're anti-stratted, and it's just Jova. So,
poslouchejte to.
I think we're more boring, unfortunately, but we try and make that up with our plays.
As long as it's a W, right? As long as it's a W. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Důležitý. Tohle by měl poslouchat každý. Tohle by měl poslouchat většina týmů. Nevařit prostě nějaký random kompy a 55 různých, ale udržet si makro a Lidl. Angel by potvrdil? Jo. Tak oni to udržujou, no, oni to prostě hrajou furt podobně, ale dávají tam 55 různých agentů. Ha? Jaký střih? W produkce. Tak. Co ten Lotus?
As we take a look at the agent select, because Fnatic have made, they made one change. They made a change. It counts. So
jakou změnu?
Well, you said 7, you said 4.
Jakou změnu udělali Fnatic? Však to je úplně stejný, co hráli loni, ne?
Omen, I feel like Omen just gives you a little bit more punch in the attacking phase because of the paranoia being allowed to use on C, and now with the C being changed, with the pocket on the left side of the entrance when you attack, you're gonna do one with.
Jo, Astru se změnili, true.
Control of that from earlier today.
Reception, so
Moc velká změna to není, jo. To je jak se zde dělo na Lotusu. Ale mě mrzí, že jsem to mysnul live tohle. Jenom Laudi je porazili tady. Ajajaj. To je moje POVčko tuhleto. On házel orbík na C, ne? S tou Viper. Tam má orb takhle. Má chladit zpravo.
To root him out after doing the damage early for Fnatic. They've got the space, and it looks like a plan coming through. A wall to cover their back, unfortunately the door. If any of Vitality were to decide to come that way, but we can see that it's all on site. That's where
To takto mají uvažnou volu na anti-retake a orb takhle.
It's not actually covering the spike itself. Oh, nice shots from Durka. Nade up top as well.
Tak to hodně uvařili tady, ale... A plentík takovej jako... Plentík takovej, že jdeš z mainu, tak to je... To bylo random. Tak jako random. Samozřejmě to bylo adaptační, ale určitě to není poprvé, co to udělal. Není to určitě poprvé, co takovou volu hodil. Jsem si jistý. Cool. Si ji nechávají prostě, no. Aha, z reakční voly. Interesting.
Has anything
changed?
Are they just gonna come back in and rock everybody once again? The fact is, it seemed, well, it's not easy to get to the top, but it's easier to get to the top than it is to stay there.
Well, that's always going to be the thing. Look, everybody has in their mind a different target when they come into events. Rivalry. There might be a team that has an ex-teammate to take down. We have plenty of those stories.
No, EKčky budou přeskakovat, pokud EKčky nevyhrajou. A ty tady mohou budou přeskakovat. No, jako chtěli to proklikat celý. Ještě takhle to. A to máme se vším všude. Počkej, tady je skoro vyhrál to jako. Vypadá hodně, jako by nebyl jako tohle, počkej. No. Počkej. Ajajaj. Nenasypalo. Tak tam ne, to je třetí mapa, to je třetí mapa. Úplně hodně z vás to myslel, ne? Nebo jste všichni koukali chat, prostě to legit naskemli jak svině, já jsem byl ready, že v 8 tady budu nastoupený a prostě 18:30 začínali první mapu. O hodinu a půl. O hodinu a půl. Takhle smouček, jo? Oni se prohodili s boostrem, že Omen lurkuje s Omen smokem. They have to basically rely on trap plays. If they can get someone caught, win an individual fight. Zajímavý. For now at least though, it is just this slow presence being taken. Nemám chat, neptejte se mě na Watchparty ohledně jiných regionů. Nemám na to práva. Mohl bych se teoreticky ještě zeptat, ale nevím, jestli bych to stejně stíhal. Hraju ve dvě až? Aha, tak to nebudu koukat. Oh, what's happened? No, and he has been somewhat of a lurk in the past, but now the time starts to become a real issue. Rotation from kicks can get him back. Tohle je to, co Nemám rád na těch lurcích, že ten lurk bere nějaký space proti low binary, bože, tady na tom Ačku. Tak prostě tě odchytnou a je to zdarma. Ale Saif tady sype. Zároveň chtěl vzít ten space, zároveň chtěl počkat na spacing s ostatníma a stalo se to nejhorší, co se mohlo stát.
Oh, that shot as well onto Alpha, straight through the smoke. A big kill. They could double down even further. It's only Chronicle left. Just one man standing between them. He's already picked up the first, and he's on his way for the diffuser. But it's guarded by Destrian, who's got changing weapons.
Ale co je? A Chronicle má to? Chronicle má nějaký dobrý ten? Dobré nastavení na začátek takhle.
It's such a well-played round from Vitality. Like it has to be said.
Hello, Lucy Milax.
Plays it to perfection. Constant
Hello.
Initial fight falls back.
Ale hraje taky tečku, chat, modrou. No, co to je?
Wins another individual fight on the site. Spam through the smoke couldn't have gone better. But Chronicle. And this is the thing.
Jako tady máte odpověď na to, jaký crosshairy máte hrát legit. Tady máte odpověď, jaký crosshairy se vyplatí hrát. Tečky a křížky prostě.
I mean, he was fantastic on Lotus last time around, but
Shadow Cross, no.
Where's his Odin?
It will be coming out. I feel eventually.
Nějak takhle Viper na Counter 1v hází Fnatic, jo? Zajímavé.
He's holding that control much deeper, and you've got to stack the rotations towards the left side of that mini.
Oni tady prostě pijacujou s tím Viper smokem hezky. Je Fnatic. Tohleto, ta pozička je insane. Tady nedostaneš skoro žádnou utilitu, jakoby. Ještě když nemají flashy, nedostaneš pop flash. A prostě overall tato pozička prostě goated. The defend.
Decides not to use it, just tries to almost seemingly make some sort of sneaky play through. Now bear in mind, because of how well Vitality did in the last round, even without the victory, they managed to put Bosa down to a pistol. So
Patagot pozička.
Gone within the C site.
Patagot neví o tom, jestli dá vyskočit ani.
That looks like a bit of a mistake from Fnatic's part. And now with 40 seconds left, well, it's Jake up to his old tricks.
Je to tohle.
It's a surprise, but it's labored.
Škoda, no. Stane se.
Cinder will be alive on 2 HP.
Vás?
Oh no. That gives him a chance, but the fact is the cavalry has already arrived. Leo will be able to find one, putting things back into a competitive position again. The Fnatic players, when they're down and out, or seemingly so, they come alive, already spawning a player on the top of the site. Still, somehow, a chance in this scenario, but Safe stands strong once again.
Kámo, Safe co dával?
Vitality will bounce straight back and take themselves that lead a bit further.
A few big plays from Safe. Yeah, he's been able to get himself into that battle, despite being on the other side of the map. And when you look at how this one went down, you know, thank God he was there on time. They can isolate one more fight.
Co píšeš, Poky?
Fade ultimate online.
Jako podle mě by to asi šlo, ale já...
Luckily, Safe is Salah's boy. He's able to get that round, extended up to a 3-1 lead.
To začíná vyšlo někdy o půlnoci, ne? Ty zápasy. Jak to mají NA? O 6 hodin prostě, no. Bucky?
Bucky FC returns, finally.
23:0 a 2. To v 11 by ještě šlo.
For some plays of old to shine bright again. In goes the Boombot to find him. He's not going to chase, he is. He's gone in. He's cleared the corners. He's got himself some control.
What's happened? Co se dělo na tom Lotusu?
Forced Alpha out of position, just somehow he wins that fight, and look.
Co se dělo na tom Lotusu?
From the bookie, this close angle could be absolutely massive if they go towards it.
The Nightfall hasn't really connected onto anything. Some weird battles being taken. Fnatic taking 1v1s with much How has he got his second kill with a frenzy?
Frenzy?
Alpha's just styling on them. The trade coming out.
Aha, to kolo vyhráli jako jo.
This is not a round that Fnatic should even be competitive in.
To je velice dobrý změna, no, Andy.
It looks like the
Kámo, jak vyhráli tohle kolo? Fnatic.
Well, we never would have seen this style of play if it wasn't for that Bucky on Durka being able to seize close control. That's gonna.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely the plan. Let's send Durka in with a Bucky.
They've lost the Bucky, Tom.
Oh no! And then Alfia will kill 2 people with a frenzy, one of them at range.
I think that was the play. Right after he's been cleared out of the corner.
What was his second kill? Okay, it's a bit more reasonable. I don't think Kicks will see it that way, but
I think he was stood on the same spot of ground for both of those kills. So he was his own killjoy turret. Fair play. And it's good to see Alpha getting off to a fiery start like that for 2 rounds.
One of the players didn't use it.
It's coming. It's on its way.
Ukáž, Sačol.
Maybe that'll be the flex. He just doesn't use it at all.
All game.
They have been farming orbs for it, so I would be a little bit frustrated. Now, one of the players they've struggled with so far has been safe.
To je klasička tohoto dělám celý život, i včera na rankou toho dělal, když se koukali prostě. Jako Lotus změny něco málo změnili a tohle to zrovna nezměnili, no. Aha, si tu volu Fnatic, jo? Jsem koukal, jak házeli lidi kratší tu volu. Některý. Někteří lidi nevěří.
It's a paranoia for safe. This could be huge. There's the initiation. They're on their way through. Paranoia, but no peek. I thought that's where Sander was going to go swinging in to take the fight, but instead it's used a delay. Yeah.
Oh,
now he's
to byla hlava, ne?
Is he going to use the ult with a Guardian? It's worth it. Not the best. These players are trapped, stuck in a hovel. And
já vůbec nestíhám vnímat, co se tady děje.
They've managed to punch through towards the A site, but they know safe is still there.
Jsem zmatený, počkej.
They've only got 30 seconds to make a decision. There's that decision made. Finally, Viper's Pit comes into play from Chronicle.
To se jak dobře vykásila to ulti na kámo. Ukáž, jak se koukal? Za jaký line-up, nebo? Jako vypadá to trochu jak praktisnutá, ale věc.
Leo's at least done well. They've managed to punch through towards the A site, but they know safe is still there. They know there's players on site, and they've only got 30 seconds.
Insane ulti na... To se vykásí nejlíp na světě. A že za ním je Viper Orb? Za ním je Viper Orb, tohleto? Možná? A ten má tady play nejsmoke. Ale ultinka bere 2 choke pointy a i bombu zabere, to je insane.
But remember, Sander has his own. He could try to pit back through this and make it a very awkward fight for both teams.
Thing is, it's the other side will be more of a problem. There's actually access back into the site for the remaining defenders. A lot of this will be onto Alpha. If they clear him, it could get awkward, but never mind.
Nezabije ho klasikem, doufám. Nezabije ho klasikem, doufám, ten Destrian. Dobrý. Zadarmíko. Papání. Papání. Dobrý večer, Steska.
They are going to be able to convert this round, and unfortunately for Vitality, again, it's closer than maybe it should have been with the weaponry.
Já budu rád, děkuji.
But it is still going to be 3-3.
A tím. Naschle.
And as we can see from the kill feed, he did not. A rifle lost. Another reinvestment for Fnatic. I think that's sort of housekeeping for the side of Vitality.
Being able
to flick between and then keep that economy.
Nikam nejdu.
Grab a couple of kills. Even in the rounds you're losing, you're making it costly for Fnatic. That's how they want it to go. They can see by the economy that the effect, it's not going to be felt in this round, but it will if Fnatic lose this. He'll give a streak to Vitality.
Jsem tiltilo.
Or Dirk could buy a Bucky and win anyways.
To chci to světýlko, ale... Jak ho získám? Jak ho získám, tohle světýlko? To má aspoň EP ten... Světýlko bych tady mohl být, ne? Možnej si na Twitchi, jsem na Twitchi. Nic, nebudu zlobit a jdu pro to jídlo. Berebe.
This A site, he was just firing mollies and mowing people down with an Odin as they tried to run through it. Seems like they've switched things up a little bit for their defense of last time. Paranoia going to be going in onto safe, looking to put the pressure in. There goes that showstopper. He made it to the side, but it doesn't matter. Bosa's already got the kill.
Yeah, again, we've seen this ult many times even today, used just for that space taking, and that's exactly what it's doing. Crowd controlling this squad back and putting them on the back foot in any fight that they do take as the rest of the teammates spill in, guns ablazing. Sander still has that Viper ulti online, but the pit is hard to bring into play. in this sort of scenario. Oh, Sender, good idea of where these players are. Flash through as we emerge from a different wall. It's the A site. That's quickly denied. No control for Vitality around there, and Sender's going to take his pit home. At least he's going to try to. Those steps are already heard. Dirk is close. He's got a buddy with him. Sender might be able to cut through both. If he does, he can save this weapon. But unfortunately, it's Leo on the other side. 4 rounds now for Fnatic, and the lead is in their hand. A slow path to recovery. Vitality haven't made it easy, but the pendulum swinging the other way.
Yeah, I do still feel like that round with the Bucky, the Stinger, and the Frenzy might be something that kind of captures them in the back of their minds of like, that was a real opportunity for them to get clear in the early stages of this defensive side, and letting that one slip, giving Fnatic a little bit of an extra boost financially, and also just in terms of the scoreline, might come back to haunt them. Nonetheless, still a very long way to go in this map. Unfortunately for Vitality, that was sort of the last-ditch effort in terms of their economy. As you said, few ults online, so if this one gets a little bit close, it could be problematic. The Horn, filthy spot, just catching out Runner. But again, after a lot of early C pushes, it seems like Fnatic have decided, okay, let's take this control early in every single round. And each time, they're just farming the orb for Durka as well.
There's a bit of an early shift from Vitality. We've seen this before with C being left very wide open. Obviously much more willing to make this play when you've got pistols, mostly sheriffs to work with. Trying to play the numbers advantage. The A site will have the backup for now as they've seen the door open, the Viper wall go up. But there's no movement from Fnatic, not just yet. They're looking for a reaction response. There's a flash. They know
Kalka jak svině.
They're going to try to find a bit more information by the looks of it.
Anti-ekáček.
Oh, I thought he was going to go through first, but instead it's right from the back. So they
Dobrou chuť, děkuji.
these players.
Ukáž?
It definitely makes things a bit misleading, but after already seeing so much off the back, that's the same horn they used just a couple of rounds.
To neprohráj, doufám, proti ekáčku. Tady 2 ultiny proti eku. Killjoy a Pit ult proti eku. To hodně chtěli pojistit, nebo jak? Co tady máme, chlapi?
Leo does not mess around when it comes to the support role. You know, he is willing to lead with his utility. He'll put his body on the line.
But he's willing to do it.
But he knows. But that's it. Stats don't lie. But here they do. That is an assist. Well done. Well done, Leo. Yes. Big smile on his face. Happy to help.
No to pobavilo.
5-3.
Oni z toho mají normálně unrated.
Dobrou
chuť, děkuji. To jste měli vy dobrýho na večeři, nebo máte jako na večeři, ještě není tak pozdě, actually. Taký kebabík? Tak kebab box tohleto. Bagetku? Si chaloval bagetku? Čo si chaloval bagetku? Párky? Má drinku jako náhoda jídla? To už je starý. Mana. Ale nedoporučuje se na tom přežívat pouze. Tak, oni házejí tuhle ten orb, jakoby doprava. Aby nalevo viděli ten pík, tady se normálně hází jako orb do prostředu, ten Fnatic hází doprava. Docela clever.
Use it to rotate when the push eventually does.
It was clever, actually.
No need for Vitality to shift from this 3-man setup on C, and they've made the right call. There is so much presence here from the side of Fnatic. 30 seconds left. If they're going to go somewhere, that door needs to open now, and it looks like that window is
dobrý kol, dobrý skačí.
just in time, straight through the door.
Doben ty teleport! Ty blázne! Ty blázne! Ty jsou jak advanced? Advanced? Advanced. To musí vyhrát Fnatic, ne? Ne, Bobíku. Zajímavý plant. Prostě opening ten plant. Vás. A tady Chronicle hraje ten. Tak Chronicle tady hraje ten Vandal, pak hraje Phantom. Volský oko, to je chalka jak svině.
I felt like it could have flipped either way. The fact that there's no smoke on the defuse first time around, big error from them.
Musí být painful na mental, jak tam takhle řvou.
That's insane. I don't know, maybe the smoke was
Pro enemy team.
give safe the benefit of the doubt. Add to that the fact that maybe he has to be taking that fight on the Boaster to cover the angle, so there's just no time, but that is an oversight that here cost them a lot.
I'm also kind of surprised that if one player's defusing, it looked like Deathstream wasn't holding the one angle that was really...
All three players were looking at Boaster.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, yeah, Boaster is the immediate threat, but then you have...
OK, fandím Fnaticu, neskutečně jak jsou sehraně, mají naprstíkováno, mají naprstíkováno, no. Mají naprstováno jak svině.
I've got this side of the map.
Yeah, you know, we've seen again.
Alfire vypo.
Dead immediately. He jiggle jump peeked that, and he just caught him out of the sky.
Pure chaos on this choke point as well towards A. It's going towards Vitality to start with, but these players are caught out.
Ale to zatím to vypadalo jako stomp. Vypadalo jako stomp od Fnatic, co se stalo pak. Jak to mohlo být close to the hra vůbec?
At least he's got a Viper pit to play with. You know, I feel like I've said that for a couple rounds now.
To jsou outline,
The
jako.
issue is going to be getting into position to use it. Now he has his wall down, but it's not in the best of positions.
Vypo Killjoy prostě.
That was like a blink and you made it was like Alpha went, let me just shoot a shot while I'm just running away. Like it's disgusting how quick he is. And that's the thing. I genuinely think that from what I can
Generalu to máš hned.
Deathstream just did the classic, I'm just gonna jump, peek, and go back out.
Oh,
yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No zabil do jumpíku prostě.
That's what you get. Do we have his last kill as well? Was it as quick? I don't know if it was, but it seemed...
Je mega rychlej, no. On je Jetmain, chat. Alpha je Jetmain. Booster. Co má Chronicle s hlavou? Nic, to dělají ty brýle.
Sure. I guess maybe.
I don't know exactly where he tried to step to.
I thought maybe he'd probably move a little bit from the nade or something. No, just it's the headshot as he goes around the corner.
Reasonable.
Just as reasonable as getting owned by Alfie. Surprisingly, they didn't jump peek, see that round.
Ale pojede se vypo. Kámo, co to je? To je Vivek. To je Vivek Val. To není Alfire, to je Vivek Val. Killjoy s Vipem.
They know exactly where he is, and the spike's already made it to the site. But Leo, I think he's just going for the kill at this point. He just knows, you know, I don't even need to risk this. Let's just wait for the cover of my team.
Oh!
This time he gets him.
Sender ostrý, ale... To je losable. To je losable. Hodně.
It doesn't connect.
Oh, he's looking the wrong way. That double swing's about to come through. Before it even can, Leo catches the angle. 8 rounds for the side of Fnatic. The attacking side. It is their map pick.
Prostě ho zliskal. Insta hlava. Ukáž? Na Bčku kill. Co mu dal, kámo? To jsou insane killy tohle.
Got caught on the elbow.
Co dál booster?
I'll check B this round so he doesn't get me, and he's there.
I will say, like, the inner nerd in me, every time I see that little zoom thing comes up, cool. It just makes me happy.
I'm so glad they showed it to us in rehearsals. If they didn't, I couldn't control my language.
You'd be doing like a little giddy laugh, wouldn't you?
It was so cool. Still is.
It is.
Jak máš klávesnici? No má rovněm trochu čikmo tím Včkem nahoru, jakoby směrem. Co to je? Ačko zadarmo. Ajajaj. To bylo 9-3 půlka, nebo co?
Okay, the one good thing about having that Viper's pit here is they can use it to waterfall their way back through. The problem with it is where Boaster is currently playing.
Dobrý sok.
He's so aggressive that you can't even really use the Viper's pit to waterfall out. That's the plan.
To je škoda.
You know what? Sender's done well. It'll give them that extra bit of space. It'll clear out that back corner as well because the Fnatic players can't afford to sit there. Save wrapping round timing is absolutely everything. Showstopper, he can get multiple kills. Instead, saves come from behind. He saved the players of Vitality and maybe just the round. Boaster still sitting back, manages to find himself one, and now he's the only one left standing. Just gonna try and go for the diffuser, but Vitality have done well.
Má nervy Boaster.
Retake works out just about, and they
jaká účka?
Their fourth round
teda ta race?
Round hiatus.
8-4 at the half. Look, considering how we started here, Tom, it's not the best. It was 3-1 at a certain point.
Že defendík skřípal, jo, defendík skřípal. Viper na heavenu. Nebudeš.
The thing is, when they've actually run into him, he's been ridiculous. Like, I was a little if I'm being brutally honest.
Different roles, and not even the one he's playing right now. It's crazy.
He's also said it.
To je souvař tady Fnatic na defendu.
So I feel like he just plays everyone, if I'm being brutally honest.
Killjoy hezky, utilitky.
There's a lot of value to be cleaved from having players like that who will just say, what is it on this map? What do we need on this map? That's what I want to play.
Jaká Viper vole? Jaká Viper vole na Ačku? Na retake. Chat.
If I was to give advice to someone getting into the game, I'd say don't play like Angel. That would be the first thing I'd say, because you don't have his teammates. And, well, Coaster doesn't have many teammates now, because they've already lost Dirk and Chronicles. Pistol.
A to volu nevidíme v akci, sakra.
It's been a lifeline in the series, having the first one under their belt. We'll see if they can do the same here on the attack with a 4.
Neuvidíme Viper volu v akci.
And an easy seize on Boaster. He had nowhere to go. Stunned up and gunned up. Leo, 74 health. 1v4. Good luck.
If there was any man, it would be this one.
Or Chronicle.
1v4.
I've watched this man 1v5 with a sheriff. I can't choose anyone else. But even still, this would have to be.
Oh! Jeden náboj.
That's one. That's one. He's got a few more.
Jakou má ten skula vůbec? Vypadá, že nemá úplně low, ale zase nějakou mid, no. Kámo, ho cinkl hned. Jak já? 0,41, 400, nah. Fakt, takhle low. To je hodně low. Kdybych si zmenšil sensku.
And also leaning in the favor of players or teams who win both pistols. Big advantage to have, and you can see why. Even in a game where the buy rounds haven't worked, where Fnatic have found such a heavy streak of rounds, you're right back in the game, at least possibly. They can't come in and lose this round. Damage was done, but now I'm not so worried.
Nevadí, jakáček, skipujem. Stane se. Oklepat si ho a full buy. Co tam je?
A lot of light shields, man. A lot of light shields.
Yeah, but they
Tam byly nějaký to samice. Jak se to říká.
Oh, okay. Have you been feeding them information? I think
got my WhatsApp open.
Was?
Clearly Mitch needs to be investigated, but okay. Sender going for some spams.
To jsem viděl už Sendra včera. To hraje hezky.
No, I think that's actually coming off the Viper screen. Again, it's patient stuff coming out from Vitality. It's the same as what we've expected. Smoke going down, maybe hoping to try and destroy some of that utility. They will do just that.
A Vitality taky hrajou hezky, ale ten atak. Basically, když se to podíváte, že ty Vitality dělají skoro to samý jako Fnatic, akorát trochu jinými utilitama. A tohle je prostě šlotus, no. Ačko na retake takhle. Tomu fandíš Fnatic, always.
Viper wall in play for B and A. It's not going to be helping out.
Čau, Míšo, díky.
I'm not sure where the toxins are at for Chronicle, but I didn't see the wall go up, so Orb should be in play for this. Snake bite down, that's going to catch a few on the way through. Good damage done.
Ten default je hrozně to, je hrozně ohlodavé.
Spray down from Chronicle. He's forced back into the smoke. His teammate dropped. I don't know if he can go for this anymore. Probably has to wait for a teammate. Spam just to try to deal the damage, but
Zkusil Derka tady 6-12 chudák.
now secured for Vitality. They can't really get out of the site. The only issue.
To dělal pro Magnuma.
For safe just yet to help them on cross. They'll stack up, take these fights together, and look to push it across the line. It's Chronicle up close that has to win that opening fight. Now, there's too many players. Way too many with Kicks picking up 4.
Yeah, huge round from him. Really good.
Jako co máš dělat proti tomuhle, ale actually. Yes, yes, Markuson, dal bych první mapu Ascent, Live a pak tuhle to normálně jako druhou, ať to mají chlapi celý tam. Spoustu lidí to nevěděla vůbec, že jo.
Fnatic, they're going to take themselves their first pause and first time for Elma
to
get a chance to vocalize within the VCT. Obviously, the one sort of change that we've seen within Fnatic is bringing that coach in.
Yes.
Skip. Nemusí nic robit. Mas. To Sender hraje prostě jak úplný borec. Jo, Marcus, to bych to udělal, no.
He's losing HP now, obviously it looks worse than it is initially due to that Viper wall, but he still gets tagged up pretty decently. 86, he stood in that angle a second or two longer, he was gone.
Co to kliká jakový písmo, a ne jaká arabština, nevím, co to tam má jakoby taky reprezentovat.
Actually, the rest of Fnatic have started to make moves in this direction. This is the thing, though. It's the same with Vitality's attack size. If you watch them on Sunset, they are very happy to hit the brakes, very controlled, not over aggressive.
Koukejte na to chat. Jak dlouho trvá to kolo a nic se jakoby by vysvětli nestalo. To skipnu asi, mé eko. Aha, sorry. Eko se neskupuje asi. Dneska. To je ten skin, kámo. Nunmeister, to je Nunmeister skin, to je holítko, to je holítko prostě. A to je ten angle. Dobrý vědět, chat, dobrý vědět, to jsem nevěděl actually, že Odinem. Co je, oni nemají čas? Co dělali ty Vitality? Co dělali ty Vitality? Co se dělo? Pernu jump, kde jakoby? Ten nový jump? Pane bože. On je těžký tu, nebo ne, že těžký, ale dá se mysnout tu ten, no. Pane bože, protože šel prostě z druhé strany, jak člověk. Na tohle prohrát kolo, kámo. To chceš. Pane bože.
Such a mistake. It seemed like they almost just forgot that they had to plant the spike.
And there's a safe place to plant the spike now.
Go back round.
They can't spam you. They can't do anything.
Halu, že neplantli, jako.
Same with the angle to begin with. Just two players going down just for not checking a corner. That's such a simple mistake, and wow. For Boaster, it's almost just going to be laughing his way to the bank. That is the second time.
Šílenost. To byla šílenost, tohle.
And they've lost it to Nico.
Čau je zo clips. Maluky bazdůvky! Jen tak zudy. Sorry. Konečně trochu rychlejší kolo. Konečně trochu rychlejší kolo. Jako ta Viper ultina na B. To je hnus. To má všude úzký. Choke pointy a úzký jsou dobrý. Vás? Čau Marči.
runner also dropping Leo. This makes it look incredibly unlikely that there'll be a way back into this one for Fnatic. Will try his best already.
Je to tohle. To jsem viděl mezi scrimama, kámo. Tohle jsem viděl už. To jsou repory jak blázen. On si změnil skin, on hrál jiný skin, ale potom. Alfire! 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 A to není Alfire, to je ten. To je jeho brácha Pedro, vole. Proč má toho kníra, jako? What?
Okay, you can't even really blame them for that. It's like the first player, sure. The fact he quickly transfers to the second player and then gets a third, like, must be nice.
No neměl dřív knírka, no, nikdy. Ani fousy.
Like Dirk is on the bottom of the scoreboard, and they're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Like most teams, your duelist goes missing. Hell, we saw the Liquid game. You know what happens.
Kdo vyhraje VCT? Fnatic, 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 Fnatic. Boom! Kolik? Jenom 50 životů mu to obralo.
I think that literally might have been the difference. He would have got that little bit further. Chronicles brought that.
Bavíme se o něčem jiném, o čem se bavíme? Že to je identický kolo, co to je? Jsem čekal, jestli budou bugovat nebo ne, ta ultina se dá zničit i vandalem, ale je to bug. Kde byl levák booster? Byl. Kámo, to je jak jenom za jednoho. Zase ten první skákal, no to skákání je OP. Ne, to můžeme to nestihl jenom. Že začínali hodinu a půl dřív a já jsem měl práci. Práci. Červně to slyšíte, pracující člověk tady. Actually jsem makal, vole, jako mentálně to je ta práce, vole, těžší než normálně američtí mariňáci, vole.
Holding on in the first place. Vitality have got boots on the ground whenever they want. I think they're pushing and pulling the map decently well. Right now, presence across. It looks like a shift towards C. The success on C side has been questionable at times.
Na drině je práce. Co se stalo? Skrz volu? Skrz volu mu dal, že jo? Jen tak?
anything to give it away? The thing is with Chronicle, it might just like this man knows the inside and out of every monitor.
Samsung, sponzor pořadu. Boom! To je cool, ten angle tohle. To nejde skoro prohrát, jakoby, když máš dělat jet, by the way. Ten angle, FR, jsem neviděl nikoho prohrát. Ani Patagoda, vole. A toto hraje na dálku. Kecám, Ili Patagod.
Make sure that any reaggression is going to be met by him. For now, though, you can see the rotation of the remainder.
Doufám, že Sprite mi neudělá to samý, co Coca-Cola, kámo. Já s Coca-Colou, jsem to říkal minule, se prostě vypnu. Já se napiju Coca-Coly a vypnu. Je strašný. Tohle je clean kolesa, ale Miroslav. Tohle je mega dobrý, kámo. Kdo to je? Nevím, kdo to je, ale má dobrý ten. Budou kompety, budou. Jsem jednu hru nebo dvě od Radianta. Chci dát Radianta. Dneska.
Playing the roulette wheel? No.
He'll tell you. He'll be like something like it's like, oh no.
Taky dobrý světlo. Nebo 11-8 a z 11-8 to skoro ještě prohráli. To je nice. Čau, Xerik, Benix. Penix. Ukáž? Katuden tam začal dobrý jak svině. Včera mi ho dělal mini na rankeru, taky to musíme dělat, Paťa, z tuhleto. Ne, double, jo. To nikdy neděláme, kámo, přijde. Nahoru. Žolotov odsaď házet, to není špatný. Rady pro začátečníky, vychyšník IT. Běž tam do playlisty a hledej. Mám spoustu naučených videí na YouTube. Včetně dnešního, dneska jsem ráno, hashtag na Alkana, jsem šel si zahrát dobrovolně. Solo, to mohlo být za 2 nebo za 3 klidně. To bylo 12-8. 4v3. 4v2. Vás. 4v2 prohráli teďko. Proti Destrianovi. Mám, že ne. Tomasík to bych nedomluvil za 5 vteřin. To bych musel x dní domluvat.
Made this round look plausible. Door being tapped, but it is being watched by Destrian. Timing on this is going to be everything. If he gets this kill, it's plausible now.
Počkej, to prohráli.
Possible, in fact, for them to get this one through. Sender is just going to try and play with you. Perfectly timed onto Boaster.
Co se děje?
He's still standing though. I think he might have
Overheat.
wrong about how low Destrian is and is almost caught switching on the way back.
To bylo divný. To bylo divný tohle. Co říkal s Alkanem? Alkan Inspire, dneska jsem si přivstal, abych natočil Valorantí solo let's play off stream. A vyšel dneska na YouTube. No já jsem queuoval unrated, třeba 12 minut jsem queuoval unrated. A dostal jsem tam Immortally proti sobě. Špica, vole. Safe. Safe. Oh. Co? Alfer si myslí, že je Patagot. Alfer si myslí, že je Patagot, ale dělá Patagot, jakoby. A pak umře.
Sender really is just, he's up there, 19 kills, only man above him is safe. Well, Kicks, learning what it's like to play against Fnatic. They just wrecked at the beginning of the round. It hasn't changed the setup either.
Oh, Miroslav Tureta.
Still with the chance to go back, but with safe TPing in, not so sure that's an option.
Zase do smoku. Alpha je jeden nejlepší hráč na planetě, vole, by far, kámo.
A little bit calmer, but no! Oh! Get your gun out, Boaster, it's all right! In the end, he got there. And that's all we're gonna remember about this round. Another chance as well. He's got the stinger.
Co se děje tady?
Doesn't want the upgrade. Not willing to step out of his corner to get it. Just holding the control, boxing him in, and closing the lid. 12-9 for Fnatic.
Čau, Dominiček.
They've gotten away with another now on map point, despite a very strong fight being put up.
Hello, je tak stoik prostě. On nic neřeší prostě. Takhle ho zabil. On píkuje před smokama ten prasmen. On píkuje před smokem prostě. Jenže je dobrý, takže mu to vyjde. Ale většina lidí byly skapala. Halus.
Valorant we've ever seen, but they are still looking like they're going to get the same result. Runner all online alongside Kicks.
Běhač.
A decent combo. You can get the information, then the showstopper can clear you out. But
proč nemá molík nahoře na tom boxíku Alfire? Patagot by ho tam měl.
Taking a random shot into the dark to try and get a kill. This time he's at the back of the site, and it's because he knows what ults they have.
Oh.
He does not want to face him.
It's worked out very nicely. avoided the ult, baited it out early. Fnatic have their own to play back in with a Viper's Pit. And this isn't a site where it's very easy to play aggressive. Dirk Poster in trouble now, isolated and dealt with. Viper's Pit definitely going to be needed for this round. But again, the problem is denying the space for him to put it down.
To bylo zvláštní.
Difficult to actually do. Or another bullet. The problem is denying the space for him to put it down.
I steal this, vole.
It's very difficult to actually do.
Já Fnatic actually mega chytrej, vole, v té videohře, jako. To je insane. To je jakoby, to měl být kill, tohle je basically jakoby jenom štěstí. Kicks má štěstí, jenomže není mrtvej. Tohle je prostě legit jakoby kill in my book. Vás. Jako přísám na tohle dneska, jestli padnul to tam kill. Jako přísám. Na tom rankedu, ale.
But they've delayed quite a bit of time now on the side of Vitality. And with still 5 players left, are Fnatic going to go for this?
I'd be surprised. They're not in the best position financially, but I guess they care more about taking weapons away. It wasn't really about getting out of there with a victory. It was more making sure their opponents didn't get out of there with guns. But with 2 guns being saved and 3 players, 4 players, I think even with the ability to buy, it's not too much of a problem for Fnatic. I also don't think it's done that much damage to Vitality though. They'll still be able to purchase him with the next round.
FNC!
The thing that worries me a bit for them is ults.
Whoa, so there's that random kill.
Lockdown as well, but the Showstopper and the Seekers were utilized
Showstopper
there just to get into the site.
Well, I think the Fnatic fans want Vitality to have one more round so we can get all of the rounds in regulation. Things I love to see. Or maybe they want.
To zase úplný vikingové, co tam fandí. Takovýhle revílek. To je mňaminka docela revílek, ale nebudeme si lhát do kapsy. Co to je za moje pilotinu tohleto? To už jsem někdy viděl. Jo, Fizi, to si viděl.
To defend the B site, quick rotations with how deep they are on A, and then just okay, Chronicle, you just lock that off, and this one.
Kámo, co to je za killy, ale
immediately good trade though.
Já nerozumím.
Holding them back at least a little bit more, and Leo not wanting to overcommit. Here goes Runner, just to take that.
No, však je takhle hezky deep.
Get them in towards that site. Now the rest of the players yet.
Málo deep. Šel by víc. A ta ultina je málo deep. Ta ultina podle mě není dobrá, co vykastil jako. Nebo nevím, proč by nedal, vole, deeper. Možná counter na tu rejsku sečtující. No. 12-11? Nejdem. 13-11. Moje predikce je, že to dají 13-11 Fnatic. Ne, kecam, nedaj. Bude to overtime 14-12, je moje predikce. Tak jedem.
But the thing is, Watchparty, they get there in the end. Almost every single time, they get there in the end.
Kde je Jodin? Dal 3 ultiny Fnatic a nevyhráli to kolo? Vás? Viper ultina z ventky. Ne. Jako... Asi dobrá ultina, jako stopl to, no. A co teď? Ale co teď? Co teď? Co? Jaká paranoia už z Bčka. A může jakoby Chronicle mu pomoct. Co je za blend? A co to je jest?
But one big issue is the fact that there's a lockdown in play, and Alpha's just put that in. So they cannot.
No, a co teď? Ten plant jakoby je za rohem, to se dá defovat ze sajtu.
The thing is, I feel like the plan has been set up so that they can spam from afar. I think there were expectations.
Palen tam je dírka, jakoby, kde můžeš stykovat. Proč nestojí na rohu? Kámo! Přísám mi ten spike, kde chytnout tam? Jako má jeden život, aha, to nebylo vidět na tom. Ok, to by jaký umřeli, ale na tom spectatoru vypadá tam není Viper ultina.
And a really nice adaptation from them, a switch of plant spot, which basically won them the round.
It's like an alt Ragnarok. The Odin saved the day. I'm happy to see that. 3 quick kills on the spray through. And one of the big dangers when you're playing inside that Viper's pit is the Odin. And the Tracer is one thing, but on such a tight angle, you ain't firing back at that. Just look. It's so easy.
Jaký fragi? Ale to bylo zaběhu.
He is so smart. He's so goddamn smart.
Co mu říkal? You smart Timmy, nebo co mu říkal? Komu říkal, že je smart? Říkal Patrik Bojkovský?
But with all of them being 1 HP, it means you could just go left to right and you're going to insta-kill anybody anywhere near it. So that Viper's Pit plays a crucial part.
Ale teď, konec randy.
Onto the attack they go.
Fnatic do akce. Johnny dík za follow. Říkal Václav Orel? Jako ten je hodně chytrej, vole. To je předseda.
If you're a Fnatic fan, though, sit comfortable in that every other team's played games before. Fnatic are warming up.
Yeah, I think it's 15 wins to the 2 losses allowed. Just a premise. If you're a Fnatic fan, you probably feel right. Not a bad start though. Not a bad.
Kde? Kde?
The attack was devastating.
To je pušalka Cčko s tím vypem. Tohle to je pain. Tohle to prostě. To je takový pain. Ležit. Prostě to nejde hrát tam ta Viper, no. Když dostaneš Breestu nebo Omen paranoju. To jsi dohrál jako. To stromě. To je pain, no. Ale well played by Fnatic.
By the weaker numbers for Runner and Destrian, good players to have in this scenario, but Runner's got the op. He needs someone to swing, he needs someone to give him the advantage.
To mohl být double kill, tím nejde, jak říkali ty casteři předtím. But this is sure a double kill. Phantom abuser prostě. Phantom abuser, Leo.
Right back onto that attack and right back to success for Fnatic, but both teams were dominant on their attacking side, so no surprise. The Vitality now goes
mega agresivní angle. Derke s Phantomem. Kámo. To je prasoid, takový prasoid. Co říkal? Já jim neslyším vždycky, já vždycky nerozumím, kámo.
They've been big fans of farming up those orbs, of taking control. I wonder if we'll see that here again. Snake bite down.
Ukáž defendík, má Odina, Chronicle, to vyhrajou na Odina, ne? Možná. To je trapa tady s paranojou. To bude insane. To bude insane. Naschle. Naschle. A hned jsme přišli na GBčko. To byl masterclass. To byl masterclass tohleto kolo, jako. Jakože master G class. GG's, Fnatic, GG's. Další zápas. Fnatic hrajou kdy? Dobrá predikce. 14-12, to jsem to tipl prostě. All good. Ukáž, Chronicle 1.33 je zpátky. To je reálně loni, já se pamatuju. A i to i Chronicle to říkal, že prostě, že už byl tak strašně přehraný, že jako fakt dost underperformoval potom na těch důležitých zápasech a prostě to nedotáhli do konce. Ale teďko je Chronicle zpátky, pejci. A jakoby Alpha nikdy nelívnul a Leo taky ne, takže jakoby all good. Derke se ještě musí dostat do formy, to už bylo předtím, jako Derke už i předtím stragloval, ale tak snad to vyšvihne. (0,57) A tak potáhla, no, tam měl dobrý volkovačky. Měl dobrý volkovačky tam ten chlap. No. Zápasy, jak jsem na tom zápasy? Zítra je 24. a nic se nehraje. Můžete se těšit na speciální stream, kdy dáme live coaching kolem 6. Jiné streamerky, smoothinky a potom klasika rankedy asi, no. A ještě předtím ale to asi dáme off stream, jdem natáčet videjko, když nemáme screamy, jdem natáčet videjko s Pocketem ve Fortniteu. Chlap mi píše třeba už měsíc, možná 2 měsíce actually. Snažíme nějak domluvit, že bychom natočili nějaký videjko ve Fortniteu. Já se na to zítra fitnu. To rankery klasicky, tak co jinýho, veď, znáš to. Pinkačka. Švih, 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 švih. Švih. Skočím si na záchod. A budeme se rozehrát a rankedy, to je jasný. Jak tady je zmodralo, kámo, co to je? A teďko koukejte od modra. WTF? Už tady jenom všude modro. Brebe. Co mám s hlavou? Co mám s hlavou? Co mám s hlavou? Brebe. Sledujte to. Grind set. 5 hodin. Den. 2, 3. No. Grind set. Brbe.
A lot of people think that I come off aggressive, but I'm just passionate. Why aren't you? Ain't nobody care if you got nothing to lose. You gotta put yourself on the line, make moves. Otherwise you'll be a sheep with the lies watching you. Only time will tell who's gonna make it. I promise you I'ma be the one who's gonna take it. I fight, I provide, leaving blood on the pavement. If you're up against me, then you better be praying, cause I'll keep punching till my knuckles start breaking. I'll keep going through the blood that I'm tasting. I won't stop till they've all seen greatness. The battle for my world just started, I've been waiting. Villains and heroes, only time will tell who will win and who will fail. Villains and heroes, no there ain't no one else. Pick a side by yourself. the day. Don't waste any time, know it's time to make a change. Up in your mind, rearrange. Start thinking you're the hero headed out on your way. There's gonna be good times and bad times. That's all right. Just stay on.
Tak. Nemám delay ještě, pak to resetnu. Jasný, vole. A můžete mě srát. Tako testneme ten. Testneme... Double stream na YouTube, jak to bude feelovat. Jak moc to bude sosat. A ten komp by to mohl zvládnout, že? Dneska mi to udělal takovou píčovinu, když tak kdybyste měli s tím stejnou zkušenost, tak mi dejte vědět. Normálně, kámo... Na YouTube, jo, já double streamu na YouTube, OK. Šus. To už je dávno změněný, poky. Já mi tady psal Maku včera, vy jste úplně zaspali do Bísium. To je kámo už třeba 2 roky, že to změnil Twitch, aby si udržel lidi víc. O, co to je tady? Jsem český Grim Valorant Kezulák? OK. Poky. The Goat osobně. Ukáž. Mu tam chodí týpek v zádech někde, to je Spike? Takovýhle finčičky tady má, jo? To se možná podívám ještě. Takovýhle abuser, jo? Vypadá jak Chronicle, že?
Best to getting walls on icebots. Okay, chat. Jak je to starý?
For defense, just look here. Get closer like this, jump and place the wall, and you can get easy and then aim right here.
Jak je, kam se vykasí ta vola?
No one will expect this one.
To je nějaká jednoduchá verze tuhletý voly. Proč jsem dělal vždycky tu těžkou verzi z druhé strany? S paťasem.
Wow.
Si to má hlavně než Ryzen 9? Myslíš, že na to je na streamování na jednom kompu a hraní do toho je Ryzen 9 lepší než třeba ta 7?
No dobrý, to jsou actually useful volley.
No jako, volnout mid, nebo to bude pořád lepší. Ale můžeš to udělat, vej tohle. No, klasika.
No nic.
Musíš crouchnout toho nějak, no. Aha. Run kliknutý tady, ale. Run clicked. Nic zapnul valošek. Ale... Kezu hlavně zajímá. To je jeho první videjko? Kinda ano. No. Narazili jsme na polského fanboye, tady má ještě video. Můžete mu už tak hodit ten. Follow was. A informovat, by mu vyšli nový videjka, můžeme to někdy kouknout, jestli budou hezky zpracovaný. Má víc jader, Ryzen 9 je procent a klesek streamer CPU nebo Threadripper. Co je Threadripper? Perdel Ripper? Dáme si egyptskýho, ale... Dáme egyptskýho. Jako mopu bych chtěl odebrat nebo přidat. Chtěl bych odebrat split aktuálně. A přidal bych zpátky, možná už fracture. Říkal, že to je dobrý point. Jakoby reálně mi ten reálně mi říkal ten chlap, že jako si vystačím s tím úplně na klid, že nepotřebuji upgradeovat kompa. Jediný, co by udělal on, že prej si dal časem vodní chlazení, teoreticky, ale jakoby, že to taky nespěchá. Takže by the way, poprvé jsem takýho slyšel, že prostě furt jsem slyšel, že upgrade, ale přitom prostě jenom to bylo na píču nastavený celý ten komp. Piješ pivko? Ne, nepiju alkohol. K tomu kekebabu v tuhle restauraci si nemůžu dát nic jiného, než nějaký fizzy buble, než nějaký fizzy drink, takže musím vždycky vybrat nějaký Sprite nebo tak. Byli už na TikTok, bohužel prostě nás s kým o hodinu a půl dřív začali, chápeš? Perl, ne, to byla... Jako Perl reálně jedna z nejhorších map. Perl musí upravit nějak ještě. Jak dopadl? Fnatic nesklamali, bro. Nesklamali. Potřebuji nějakou apku na spojování pak těch chatů, ale možná... Jo, to jak já to necítím, ale... Derke tady. To Alfer dával nechutný sračky. Dával nechutný sračky Alfer, bro. Only Classic Deathmatch? To už jsem hrál ráno, ale to jsem hrál ráno dvakrát, jednou bez natáčení a potom ještě v natáčení. To reálně jsem si naběh, ale jsem chtěl dát prostě vyhrát hru jenom tím Fnatic klasikem a ano, prd. Čau, Fikusko. Už jsem se informoval, on má svoje Windows 11 bez toho junku kolem. Co myslíš? Tweaking Guy si prozkoumal, co má za OS-ko? Jak to myslíš? Díky, Fikusko, cením. Zítra Fnatic videa na YouTube. Jo, Andy, jsem to tady možná říkal, nebo nevím, jaký myslíš pičovinky navíc, ale já jsem mu říkal v půlce toho tweaku, třeba jsem si vzpomněl, že jsme vůbec nedělali takový to Windows nastavení prostě, no, vole, že vypneš, vole, animace, Cortanu, nebo taky píčoviny, nebo co to tam je, ten game bar, vole, Xbox píčoviny a takhle, to už, a prostě on řekl, že tím se nemusíme zdržovat, že to už má on v tom OS-ku, ale... Jo, ale dneska jsem měl jeden problém a doufám, že to není tím, nebo se to nebude opakovat, kámo. Ale... No, možná to bylo tím update, nebo nevím čím, vole, prostě... Jsem v jeden moment na customce... Jsem se začal lagovat jak svině. Na 10 vteřin třeba, paket loss 20 000 mi vyletěl. Na TeamSpeaku nic, ani fně, jenom jsem to zalagovalo na chvilku a pak jsem je jakoby sama přenačetla hra jakoby. Ale prostě se mi to začalo sekat na 10 vteřin. Jsem back, hello Luci Milac. Jsi zatím spokojený s tím, tyve, víc než spokojený asi. Mě to hraní na streamu baví o dost víc, protože se mi to prostě neseká, že jo. Konečně kdykoliv jsem hrál na streamu, tak prostě jsem cítil, že se mi to seká, teďko necítím ani input lag, ani nic. Jako double streamů na Twitch a na YouTube mám prostě 500 FPS, kámo. A to ten komp je jakoby úplně identický, já to nechápu, ty vole. Legit nechápu. A já když hraju i na tom starém jakoby Windowsu, Tak mám taky, dneska to video jsem natáčel na tom starém Windowsu a mám taky prostě 400 fps furt. Já nevím, co mi udělal kámo s tím, ale je to crazy. To podle mě nejvíc udělalo to, ten update toho BIOSu, vole. A skrz to jakoby úplně možný nějaký overclock. A ten BIOS prostě mi se snížily teploty, vole, od 10-15 stupňů jenom tím, že to updatenul, chápeš? Jsem měl 3 roky starý nějaký ten pičus. Pak se dostal taky domík dneska, tak to jsem rád, vole, že to je nějaká pičovina od Riotu jenom. Protože mě se TeamSpeak ani komp jsem vůbec nezasekl nic, jenom ta hra se mi prostě na 5 vteřin začala trhat. Nevíš, co dělat tvých CPU? Přemýšlím, co mi tam dělal s tím. Já vím, co mi dělal. Jak šel mi i... Jo, je to procesor, 4000... Měl jsem tak 4000 MHz nebo 4100 a teďkom to mám daný na 4300. Automaticky to mám na 4300, jakoby, že to i samo snižuje, když tak kdyby se to přehřívalo nebo tak. Je to není setlý, ale... To jako 200 MHz udělá takový rozdíl, Andy. Ze 4100 na 4300 to udělá rozdíl prostě 200 FPS pomalu.
One kill remaining.
Jinak v té jeho nerdkomunitě jsem taky hodně vážený typ, že se nebojí říct za to love. No a mi právě říkal, že moc vážený není, že ho tam moc rádi nemají. A možná ještě myslel nějakou jednou komunitu. A možná ještě to určitě myslel nějakou jinou, protože říkal, že ho tam hodně nemají rádi a proto vystupuje jiným jménem a takhle, že prostě jim vynáší informace, které oni nikomu dávat nechtějí. Máš dolbu, tyjo, mám. Teďko jsem na tom jeho OS-ku, no. Teď jsem na jeho OS-ku. Jo, to je pravda, no, tu je ten můj procesor má úplně strašně moc jader. A jakoby, počkej, to těch 200 MHz to je na každém jednom jádru? Nebo jakoby, to je dohromady? Čeho bandaj? Jako to mi nějaký ukazoval, vysvětloval, že jako actually ten procesor absolutně goated, vole, na každém jádru, aha, ty pičo. No není moc procesorů, co má 32 jader, ne, nebo taky, reálně jsem si říkal, že je to drahý jak čůra, když jsem to kupoval loni. To jako, stalo to kolik, třeba 17 000, procesor za 17 000, říkám, kámo, to si děláš píču. A prostě žádnej na ní nebyl close, jakoby cenově, k němu si říkám, kámo, o co jde. Ale viděl jsem, že na tom hrál Kickoff. Byl tenkrát rank 1 prostě a streamoval a měl to úplně smooth jak piča a nedrapovali mu FPS, tak si říkám, OK, vole. Zainvestuju do sebe, vole. Jako pak to feeluje krásně, vole. To je Luci určitě poznáš, že to tam otestoval tady. I na tom fonku. Jo, on mi tam dával nějaký core, no, on mi tam dával, já si to pamatuju, on mi dával 5, po 5 to dával, on dával 5, 10, 15. Nějaký jádra prostě na určitý věci. Jakoby, že tady prostě, že to má prostě rozdělený hrozně. Nějak custom. A I guess až teďko používám, vole, ten komp, tak jak pičo by se měl používat asi. Nevadí to právě, Marky, nevadí. je právě dobrý, že tam je to intro, jakoby. Co je za procesor? 5950 X. Ryzen 9. A teda čistě na hraní jsou podle mě už lepší procesory. Jakoby. To myslím říkal i on, ale to je ten nějaký magoj, jo. A vidíte CSko? Ne. Takhle CSGOčko ještě ušlo, CS2 ne. Až tak, Candy. A naštěstí žádný Windows Defendery nebo tak, nebo jakýkoliv ochrany mi nevypínal. Když jsem něčemu nerozuměl, jsem se ho hned ptal a on mi vždycky to vysvětlil a... Jediný co mi vadilo, nebo co jsem se bál, bylo jak mi tady vypínal Windows Defender a pičovinky. A to bylo kvůli tomu, aby mohla instalovat ten druhý Windows, no. Mají mě donk? Donk je borec. Don't donk the monitor, donk the enemies. To on nepixel koukající na donka, to je peak CS:GO contentu. A Lexem se jak svině, nevím co se tam jakoby stalo. Ani on moc nevěděl co se stalo, Lexem se jak svině. On mi jenom instaloval Valorant, on mi jenom instaloval. A najednou to crashlo. Si říkám co je. A prostě padl komp. Koukal na procesor až 90 stupňů. Říkám co? 95 třeba, proč to jako droplo. A on že maybe we will need to... Už se mě ptal, že do you have thermal paste? Maybe we will need to redo the CPU. A si říkám kurva ne, to jsem se bál do píči. Oni jsem to tady dělal na 3x kámo, prostě x hodin ty vole. Nejvíc jsem se bál, vole, jsem malem rozlámal tady celý a všechno, vole, říkám ne, kurva ne. A pak to. Dělali jsme jak dál. To trochu uklidnilo, už to bylo tak na těch 80, třeba si říkám, no to jde, ty vole, to jde. Mu říkám, sometimes I turn on the graphics coolers on maximum. So it helps. Anje, yeah. Anje, do you have, jak mi to říkal? USB stick. Mi říkal, do you have USB stick? Říkám stick, ty vole, jaký jako klacek, jaký USB klacek, vole. A já říkám, what stick? No you put it in USB stick. Říkám, stick, nechci žádný stick, jak si jenom vole vylepšit kompa tady. Jenom this. A poslal mi prostě na moje flashku tím myslel. A on se mě ptal, že, ještě než mi to poslal, se mě ptal, že where do you live? Že where do you live? Is it far away for you to go to shopping mall? Říkám, boss. To po mně chce. Co mám jít koupit, kurva? USB stick. Jo, stick, I don't have stick. Ale naštěstí tady mám tady prostě normální disk, jakoby terabajtový, tomu říkám, can we use this? Oh, this is perfect, yes. Put it in PC. A on tam nahrál nějaký program, co měl třeba 20 KB. Nahrál do toho program, co měl 20 KB. Tak to resetnul, dal to do BIOSu. A tam, vole, nějak to prostě updatenul. Jako třeba 15 minut jsem tady koukal na načítací se obrazovku, vypadalo to kámo jak z roku 90, a tak říkám si tak pohoda. Now we have a newest BIOS. Yeah, it was like 3 years old. Já říkám, no, 3 years old, no, tak to ten komp mám tak 3 roky, no. A jako koukám na ty teploty, a ta prostě, že 65. Jen tak. Prostě 15 stupňů. Jen tak. Prdele. A řekl, no, actually, you install your CPU correctly, it's okay, we don't have to repast it. All good. Jo, Konovaš. Čus, bejku. Teoreticky můžu napsat tej slečně ze Zouví. Já mi psala, že to je ta, od který mám tady tu myšku a že kdybych chtěl testnout 360 Hz monitor, takže mi ho jakoby nabídnou za promo. Už jako monitor, vole, skoro za 20 000, vole, ty pinčo. Ale mám z toho stresy, jako. Než mi tady pošle prostě poštou, vole. To rozjebe po cestě a co já tady s tím? Půjdu do vězení, vole. Škoda větší než 10 000. Nemám vodní chlazení, Lubo. Čau, Dan. Jdem hrát. Mám s kým hrát? Loud Mini. Tomu napsat. Tak. Ipimini. Jinak by the way, třeba tak 60-70% toho tweaku, pokud jste aspoň šikovný trochu, tak má for free na YouTube. Napište si na YouTube Tweaking Guy Valorant a koukněte na tyho YouTube videa, co on má. Většina z toho je furt aktuálních. Nic, jdu nastavit stream. A půjdeme hrát. YouTubíci, jsem tu za chvilku.